From the paddock to the winning post, Condo's Horse Transport. Reliable transport, Australia-wide.
Back on board Dunedin, and what's the report card?
Oh, I'm delighted the way that he's worked this morning, the way that he's come through the Caulfield Cup, and as his last major piece of work for the Melbourne Cup, I couldn't be happier.
You said that he had a bit left in him before the Caulfield Cup and he won that, so you must be pretty confident going into the big one.
Certainly. Mikel Desangles flew in from France, and he was here for this last piece of work, and the way that the horse felt in his work, the way that he let down, the way that he ran his last 600, and most importantly the way that he extended and recovered after the work was he's right on target for the Tuesday.
Could you notice the difference between the Caulfield Cup and today?
I felt that he knew the win. He knew that he's had a win because when I let him recover after his first trot and canter laps, before I went to gallop him, I went to change my seat in the saddle, and he knew that he'd won. He's quite a confident horse. He went off very free and very fresh, but after 2 furlongs I was able to get him to switch to settle down. But the way that he worked before the Caulfield Cup and the improvement that he had today, I'm really confident going into the Melbourne Cup.
He knew the win. Does he know the penalty?
No, I don't think so. That's a good question. Anyway, you should ask him, I guess.
It's a pretty big penalty, though. I mean, a pretty big weight he'll be carrying, correct?
I think the penalty probably sums up if I was since I'm riding him, I wish he didn't get a penalty or half a kilo, but realistically, he deserved a kilo for what he did. And again, we're only going to know on Tuesday. My feeling is that I don't believe that weight's going to stop him. I know mathematicians and figures and history is going to say that it will, but my feeling is, most importantly, if he has the right luck in running, I still think I'm very confident he can win with that weight.
Craig, who do you see as the main threats to your Cup campaign?
Well, the ones that I've seen at the moment clearly is Americain. Clearly a solid 2-miler, went great in the Caulfield Cup. Was probably 1 run behind. Had improvement like my horse. Meets Dunedin that much better on weight and ran great in the race last year. Won the race the year before, and looks great here in this morning. So I would say, at first glance, I would say clearly Americain would be my main opposition.
Craig, you're back up at Bendigo Cup. We all remember the Bendigo Cup last year. You're going to be a good boy up there today and back?
Certainly. We've taken 1 ride. I'll go up in road practice today. Looking forward to the Bendigo Cup. It's a feature country cup, and hoping I can go into Derby Day on Saturday with the Bendigo Cup under our sleeves.
Craig, next week you've got the 2-year-olds are stepping out next week. What are you looking at there?
Well, Cracker Roadie will be my ride in the Maribyrnong Plate. He's came through his win at Moonee Valley in the Inglis last Saturday really well. I expect him to just naturally improve in experience and as well as the way that he looked, and looking forward to him. And on Oakstar, I'm riding a nice grey filly for Robbie Lang, who's having her first start. I've had great success with Robbie through Melbourne Cup week with 2-year-olds, and I hope this is another one I can add to that.
Craig, do you see Americain now as even more of a threat now that Damien Oliver's secured the ride?
Oh, I won't take anything away from Gerald Massey. He's a great international jockey, but of course Damien Oliver's riding in super form at the moment. He's one of our main rivals, so there's no doubt that there's going to be quite a strong combination.
From the paddock to the winning post, Condo's Horse Transport. Reliable transport, Australia-wide.